Okay, I think I'm live. I think I'm live. Can you guys see me? Can you hear me? Is there an echo? And thanks for being here. So I'm gonna let this catch up just so I can see if you can hear me, if you can see me, and if the sound is okay. Excuse me. And while I'm waiting on that, look at what I made yesterday. Patrice and I went on at, okay, I'm good. Good, okay. Patrice and I went on yesterday afternoon at 2 Central Time. I was trying to figure out where the camera was. I think it's over here. I think I'm looking at the right place. Anyway, we went on at 2 o'clock yesterday Central Time, and we made these little zipper pouches. We had some difficulties during the live. My power went off, which meant my internet went off. So I was trying to do it with the phone. And just a window, and ugh. But we made it through. We made it through. The power eventually came back on. I used something called a Jackery to run the sewing machine. It was all good. Patrice was a real trooper about the whole thing. All right, let me go ahead and say hello to whoever is in here, showing up in the chat. I have to look over here. So, hey, Karen D. Karen D, we've been seeing each other all over the place in these YouTube streets. Hey, Unbiased. Hey, Gail. Gail, you guys, I guess you guys got done with your patch hat crew. It was good today. Hey, Bonetta. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Stacy. Stacy A. Bear. Just love to say that. Hey, Renee. Hi, Dee. Hey, Spilling the Diversity. Hey, D. Smith. Hey, Jennifer Ricci. Hey, Felicia. Kelly. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Shay Shay. Hey, Marlene. Hi, Gil McGinnis. Hi, Rougie. Hey, Judy. Hope you are doing okay. Hey, Sonia. Hey, Crafty Leo. Crafty Leo. I got my grill. It's on the side porch, but it's here. Hey, Lucille. Hey, Merlinda. Merlinda and Crafty Leo were on today, too. They were making little wristlets with rhinestones and the polyester type or nylon webbing. So cute. I want to do those. I have 1.5 inches. And I looked at it and was like, ooh, that's a little wide for a wristlet. So I need to order some. Hey, Ethel. Welcome here. Hey, Jeannie. Hey, Zelda. Hello, Leslie. Hey, Martha Jordan. Hey, Rondria. Niwan Rencher. Hey, Terry. Hey, Starla. Patrice. Patrice. Thanks for being here. Hey, Lolita. Hey, Beverly Smith. Hey, Sonia Sigler. Jeannie Goins. All right. Hey, Nicole. How are you? Hey, Retired Crafter 22. Thanks for being here. Hey, Ernique. I'm doing well, Sonia. I wanted to talk a little bit about a week ago when I was on here. I'll do that here in just a minute. Hey, Adelaida. Or Adelaida. I'm not sure if I'm saying it exactly right. It's a beautiful name, whether it's Adelaida, beautiful. I love it. Thanks, Olita. Did anybody in here make a pouch after yesterday? I had somebody say they were going to. Okay, Shakey's going to this weekend. We did. We kept going. Poor Patrice had to just impromptu host without having any control over any camera or anything. And of course, she's a pro. She was a trooper. Hey, Eve. Eve is down in Irving, Texas. And the Bling Fling is this Friday night. This Friday night. She either said at 6:30 or 8:30. Let me see if I can find that. Friday night at 8:30, Irving, Texas. That's just basically, I think it's the north of Dallas. So if you're in that area, you might check it out. It's going to be a Bling Fling, and it's catering toward beginners, but she's gonna have some pros there. I know a couple people going that are pros. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, Patricia. All right. Hey, Ro P, thanks for coming back. Ro P was helpful yesterday, and she reminded me about my rotary safety, which I always need to think about. Hey, Penny. Welcome here. Hey, LaShawn. All right. Hey, Sonia. Oh, I said hi to you earlier, didn't I? Okay. I'm going to scroll down, except for Miss Donzel. Donzel. See if I see anybody else I haven't said hi to. Geneva. Hey. Patricia. Okay. Hey, Delonda. Welcome and thank you for being here. I appreciate it. We have a few things to do tonight. Hey, Sandra. We have a few things to do tonight. Hey, Willie. Okay, I'm scrolling. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Okay. Think I am at the bottom. So we have a few things to do tonight. And besides me showing off, oops, let me get that down. Oh, Robin, where'd you go? Hey, Robin, welcome. Thanks for being here. Okay, we have a few things to do tonight besides me showing off my very first not in the hoop zipper pouch. So Eve has ran us through some in the hoop zipper pouches before where the embroidery machine is programmed to do it. Matter of fact, I was looking at this one today, Eve. I want to do one of these again because I liked how you finished yours off with rhinestones better than how I finished mine off with rhinestones. So these were some in the hoop projects that we did, and Eve did a little template where rhinestones went around the pocket instead of having those shoes right in the middle of it, which, don't get me wrong, I think those are cute, but I liked hers better. So I want to do this again. We've done candy wrapper in the hoop projects, so lots of different things. But that was my first time to actually sew a pouch. Hey, Renee. Hey, Mrs. Parker. Let's see, hopefully I didn't miss anybody else. You were talking about those today? Okay. I think I have everybody. So what we're going to do tonight is, first of all, I made some hats a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and I was pretty much out of hats that I liked. So this came today. I ordered some hats from Temu. I haven't opened them yet. Hey, Jennifer. Hello, Kels. Hey, Rhonda. I haven't opened them yet. I'm keeping this side to myself because it has my address on it. But I have not opened them yet. I wanted to do that together. So that's one thing we're going to do. And then my friend, whose husband had surgery just over a week ago, very major surgery. He got out of the hospital yesterday, hopefully on the road to recovery. Few hiccups he has to go through yet, but it's all good. He loves the picture she sent of him when he was being released, had a Sasquatch on it. And I remember she has twin boys and a girl. And when we were there for the surgery, one of the boys was talking about him loving to watch everything Bigfoot. And so I don't know if you guys have been around this long, but I have this template. So I told her I'm making a shirt for you. So tonight we're going to make this Bigfoot bling shirt on this green shirt. It's not going to be beautiful, lots of layers and beautiful colors and all that, but it's something I want to do for them, and so we'll do that. So we're going to look at hats, we're going to do a bling shirt, and then I have 4 shirts back here, and I went ahead and did the DTF prints because now I wear the mask thingy and have the window open and the fan and all that, but I have 4 DTF templates, I think in 2 different colors, to put on 4 different colors of shirts. So we have this. So that's what we're doing tonight. We're going to work. We're going to, well, we're not going to work that much. We're going to look at hats. We're going to make a shirt for a friend. And then we're going to do some things that some friends ordered. Oh, I wish I would have brought something else up here. I got an order today. They dropped off these leather. Okay, let me back up. So our FFA team qualified this summer to go to nationals in ag mechanics in, I think he said October, September or October. And so he bought these holsters for a tool off of Amazon, and they are just a veg tan leather. Well, they're more of a raw, I don't know. It's either raw, I don't know. I think they're considered veg tan, but it's a natural color. And I need to engrave on those, so I got that job today. I was excited about that. Make a little money there. Hey, Danny. Hey, Jesse. Okay, Shay. Somebody's talking about bridges. I hate high bridges, too. Hey, Miss Becky Fatluck Creations. What'd I miss? Oh, Eve's talking about bridges. Lots and lots of bridges. You remember that template? Yeah. I thought it turned out really cute. So let's go ahead and start looking at hats. And while we do, I want to talk about a week ago, last Thursday. Usually on my lives, I stand up. I'm usually in a pretty decent mood. And last Thursday, I apologize, I was not. I just wasn't in a great mood. I sat down during the live. Now, I sat down yesterday because we were sewing. I wasn't in a good mood. And honestly, my energy was low. I didn't feel like I could even come on. And I thought, show up. Show up. So I came on, and I didn't do a great job, but I made it through it. And the thing is I think I need to become better at positive affirmations. I am so hard on myself. I talk so harsh to myself sometimes. Hey, Amanda. Let's see, did I miss anybody else? Okay, I talk so harsh to myself sometimes, and I would never talk, I think I've mentioned this before, to anyone else the way I talk to myself sometimes. But by the end of the live, I feel so much better, and I want to thank you for that. That even though I showed up, I wasn't very cheery, I wasn't very chatty, you guys were here for me, and I felt so much better. So I appreciate you guys. All right, let's take a look at these. Let's just change this. Okay, I think I got two of these. Now, Temu has inexpensive hats. These were all, I believe, $3 and something a piece. Let me see if the bill is in here or the statement that tells. I didn't get one. Before when I ordered from Temu, I got a list of everything that was in there and the price. Okay, well, I didn't get it. All these hats, I believe, were $3 and something. Hey, Marta. Hey, Laura. Hey, Louise. Aw, thanks, Eve. Okay, so I got two of these. I'm going to go ahead and open one of them. Let's see if they're the same. Yep, they both have the same type of clasp. So, if anyone out there is really good at positive affirmations, how do you do that? You put stuff on your walls. You read something every morning. What do you do? How do you stay up? How do you stay even when things are not perfect, and they're never perfect, even when things are kind of cruddy, and life's going to be cruddy sometimes, how do you stay up? Aw, thanks, Gail. Okay, so here's this one. It looks so much brighter in this camera than it does in this camera. And honestly, somewhere between the two cameras is the true color. Because it's not this reddish pink. And it's not this boring. It's right between the middle. But it's really cute. These are unstructured hats. They're not expensive hats. And I like the unstructured hats. If you're using a hat press and you're trying to put things on the hats, I think unstructured is the way to go. Vanetta does, whoops, every morning. Oh, Tionda, and I'm not really down on myself for sitting down. It's just I felt so down that I didn't feel like standing. I was exhausted and had just been through some stuff, and I just didn't feel like I could stand up anymore. And I should have tried. Let's see. I pray my way through it. Okay, look at this shirt. This is a Dimps design, and if I have a moderator, well, Eve, I know you're probably busy. If you can find Dimps' Etsy store, or Patrice, if you find it. I don't see Dimps on here, but if somebody wants to put Dimps' store in the chat, that would be great. This says, pray before you lay. Let's see. Positive affirmation Tumblr. And like your shirt says, pray. I think it was Shanita Nicole who did an affirmation Tumblr. Or was it? No, I don't think it was affirmation. It was her goals. I need to do one of those. Thank you for that idea. Find something. Oh, I totally agree. Laughter is excellent medicine. Excellent medicine. And even when I feel down, I try to just keep laughing because it is. Hey, Tracy. Kels is here for the answers too because she's been feeling it lately. Well, Kels, I'm sorry you've been feeling it. Hey, Roslyn. She'll be watching our TV, and basically I think that's code for I can't be in the chat much because you can't chat on the TV. But I appreciate you being here, Roslyn, and letting me know that you're here. You've started listening to motivational speeches each morning and doing I thought I said a double gratitude journal. Doing a gratitude journal. I should do that. I don't journal anything. Lolita feels down today too. I hope that by the end of this, even just having the company of everyone in the chat and doing some craft therapy, that you feel better. I hope so. Well, that you find some things that everybody else is saying and that helps you too. Amanda says, I bling. Bling. We're going to bling tonight. Bling, baby, bling. Grab hold and hang on. Yep, that's good. Hey, Rebecca. Life's too short to be miserable. That is true. Oh, maybe Delon who I saw do an affirmation Tumblr. I'm gonna have to look for something to do. Thanks, Rebecca. Again, it's Dimps Design. And hopefully somebody can put her in the chat. A dream board Tumblr, that's what it was, Danny. Yeah, I just never have been, but maybe that I'm very tactile. I like engaging my body along with my mind when I'm doing things. I feel better when I'm engaging my body, when I'm learning things, when I'm doing things. Sometimes when feeling blah, I come to YouTube. Yep, I do that too. Maybe that was the problem. It was only me that was on Thursday, except the Patch Hat crew. I probably would have just watched somebody else. Bling makes everything better. That's true. Hey, LaShonda. Hey, Amanda. I keep screenshot affirmations on my phone. Oh, that's good. Just sitting in my craft room makes me happy. Well, Shay, I hope you're feeling much better and on your way to recovery so you can do whatever you want to do. Even laugh harder since it's been difficult lately. Okay. All right. So let's just keep looking at these hats. We're going to go through these fairly quickly. But I got two of these. Wow, let's all stuff it back in here or just throw it aside and put it in later. And I got this just tan, kind of khaki. It's a dark khaki. I thought for the fall, this would be a really nice color. And I'm going to go ahead and leave these plastic things in, but I like this color. Very nice. Very neutral. And then last year, I wonder if I have that hat up here. Yes, I think I do. This is generally the color of the hat that I did something on last year. It might be a little bit different. It's not as orange as that looks. It's not as dull as this look. It's like a rust color, a rusty orange color. But last year, I put 3 crosses on. It looks pretty close to the same color. This is a little more orangey. This is a little more melon color, but they're pretty close. Pretty close. All right, I have done this color of hat before. And Miss Becky was saying, that's Fat Luck Creations, that she is not going to order from Temu because she's afraid she'll get addicted. So, Miss Becky, cover your eyes. Don't watch this. Here's this hat. So it's kind of a greenish blue. And then I got one of these. To me, I would call it raspberry. They call it red. It's not just red. So there you go. And then these are the 2 I was really excited about. I don't know if you guys were here. Well, let me see if I missed anything real quick. I know I missed something, but what I missed. Hey, Angel Bee. Okay, looks like Tiana one column. Yeah, I know the cameras are so different. So different, and neither one is total reality. Thanks, Tracy. I know she does beautiful puff work. Beautiful, beautiful. Hey, Niall, I don't know that I said hi to you. Okay, so I don't know if you guys were here. Hey, Fern, welcome. When I made just the word Jeep on a camo shirt, it was a sweatshirt. Hey, Porgy Town. But I did a sweatshirt that was not these colors of camo. It was grays mainly. Light gray, dark gray, white, maybe a little bit of black. And I loved how it turned out. Now, for it to really show, it was bold letters, and it was, I think I did it in crystal. And so it was just very bright and bold letters, but it showed up beautifully. Well, I saw these, and I am a pink girl. And this is kind of pink and kind of an olive tan and another color of pink. I usually like bright pinks, but look at that. Isn't that pretty? If you like camo at all, and if you like pink at all, it's really, really pretty. So I got 2 of those. Okay. So if you're interested in getting some cheap hats, it was free shipping. They were $3 and something each. I remember now I paid $27 and something. And how many hats do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 4 would be 32. So I paid 27 something. So they must have been low 3s, most of them. When I first started buying them off of Temu, I believe I was getting them for like $2.90, $2.95. Hey, Carol Coleman. And they have gone up, but still, I think $3 and something and no shipping is pretty good. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a couple of the DTF shirts. Thanks, Stacy. Thanks, D. Smith. Thanks, Sonia Sigler, Tracy, Amanda, Jesse. You finally made my live. Thank you so much. I very much appreciate it. Yeah, no, it was great. I thought 27 for 9 hats was really good. Otherwise, I have to wait until they're on clearance. I have found some cute clearance hats at, I think that was Hobby, was it Michael's or Hobby Lobby before? Now I can't remember. That I was happy with, but I don't want to spend $6 or $7 for each hat. So we're going to go ahead and do a couple of the DTF shirts. And that way I can get these to the people that wanted them. And I got 4 different colors of shirts. I have the transfer with each color, so I don't want to pull them down yet, or I might get them mixed up. Renee, one of your, son's asking for tax advice. That sounds awful. Awful. But this is one of the shirts. This is a light mint green shirt. I got this at Michael's. They wanted the Bella canvas, so they paid more for the Bella canvas. And anyway, it's a really pretty kind of light mint green. And I would say it has a hint of blue to it. Bella canvas. Let's see the style. Well, there's 4 numbers that say 7925. So I think that's considered the style. This is a unisex shirt. And it's not super thin, but it's thin and soft, which is what I prefer. And then this says well, I'll explain what these 2 things over here in a minute. 9 times out of 10, no problem. I've talked about that just a little bit. My husband came up with it on Big Bang Theory when Howard was in space and something was going on with the spacecraft they were in. And the guy said, it's okay 9 times out of 10, you know, everything is fine. And he says, what about the 10th time? He says, oh, they said 9 times out of 10, no problem. And then he said, what happens on the 10th time? The guy said, problem. So sometimes when you're out jeeping, you run into problems. And so he thought that was funny. So I put together this 9 times out of 10, no problem with a Jeep and tire tracks, and they're on rocks. So that's what we're putting on to shirts tonight. We are going to go jeeping with friends. Jeep DTF, yep. We're going on a week-long riding out on rocks and mountains and all that with some friends. And it was actually their idea. And if you've ever watched one of my husband's videos, which he doesn't have very many, but if you happen to have watched one, and I know a few of you have, they are with us every trip. There are like jeeping besties. My husband works with Gene, the man, and then his wife Tina is just a really, really sweet person. They're those types of people that are easy and comfortable in a good way. Meaning they're not going to be gripey. They're not going to be expecting, having these high expectations and being disappointed. They're just good, easy people to be around. And so it was the wife's idea, Tina's idea. They wanted to get some shirts and have me put these on them. So I went ahead and pre-pressed it. Now I'm going to go ahead and find the center. Yeah, it will be fun. Jamie would love the design. Yes. Yes. I watched her video a while back. It's been a while now, when she was out on kind of a little route with a bunch of other people that were people that like to go jeeping. All right, so fold it in 2 so I can find the center. And I know that's a trick that people do. I never did it until I saw Delon do it. And I saw Delon do it. I was like, well, if Delon's going to do it, I should be doing that. So sometimes now that's how I find my center. And then what I'm going to do with the transfer is the 2 edges are clear to see where the dirt tracks end. And so I'm going to go ahead and fold the two ends together so I can see dirt track, and then I'm going to make a little crease, not where there's ink. Now at the top and the bottom, I should be able to lay both creases on my line. It should be perfect, or perfect enough. Now I'm using the instructions that came with my film, which is Yamation film. And it's funny because I have different types of Yamation film and they say two different things for directions, but I'm going with what I've always used, and that is 325. I lifted up earlier for 10 seconds. So pre-press. My line's not very evident up there. Make sure I don't go too far down. Okay, so I think that should be pretty good. Yes, that day there were definitely problems. And then because I love to use my ruler, I'm going to measure from the side seam. Let's go ahead and measure to the black rocks because it ends about where the tracks end. So just over 5.5, and then my seam is folded under just barely. That's going to be close enough, and it needs to go that way. So somehow I didn't do something right. See how that looks? Just going to measure from the 9 over about 4 inches. About 4 inches. That looks good to me. It looks pretty good from the top, you think? So there's my 3 fingers. I like to do about 3 fingers below this part. I also have one of those t-shirt guides. Let's see, where is it? There it is. And it has a recommendation on where you put the top of the design, and it says that I'm a little bit too low, so I'm going to go up just a tiny bit. I assume, I don't know if this is the line you're supposed to use or this. It doesn't matter. It's not that big of a deal, but I'm going to go up just a little bit. Okay. Now, Chris, are you on here? Because I got to do this one more time to see if it's straight. About 6 inches. Hey, that's good. Okay. Because I need to carry my shirt over there, and the back of this DTF film is not sticky, I need to put some tape on it. So, let's see. My temperature setting, Yvonne, I'm doing 325 for 10 seconds. Hey, Stephanie. I have a friend that has a Jeep and she would love that. Yeah, if I wouldn't get in trouble from Jeep, I would actually put it in my store, but there's a picture of a Jeep, and even though this isn't their logo, I already went through that with Jeep over something that really wasn't theirs, so I don't even touch it. I don't touch it anymore. All right, let's go ahead and put some tape. I'll just put it on the 4 corners. And if there's anyone that's unfamiliar with DTF, basically DTF stands for direct to film, and you print with this special ink on the film. And the special thing about DTF is that you can put on any color shirt. And I'll show you that on the next one I do why there's a white backing. I'll kind of explain it. Okay. Delonda, you did an engraved affirmation of her. I probably saw that. Was it your most recent video where you showed your We Create doing the tumbler? Because I watched it, but, you know, sometimes things go in one side of my head and right out the other. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and press this at 325 for 10 seconds. Now, I will let you know that I don't typically use my HTV rod when I'm doing DTF. I typically use my cheap old-fashioned that I got off of Amazon, regular hand press that you can adjust the temperature. We're going to start with this. We're going to try it, and we're going to see how it works out. I think it'll work because I have done it before, but since I am somewhat selling these, I will probably use my good old-fashioned press after I'm done, and I'll probably do 5 seconds with really firm pressure. That doesn't look very good. Huh. That looks really weird. I've never seen that happen before. Let me see if I can show you guys. I hope it's just where the ink is kind of disengaging itself from the film, but I've never had that happen. That's very, very weird. Okay, and I did do a pre-press, so we're good there. Now with DTF, some people say let it cool down 100%. My instructions on the film said let it cool 10 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and let it cool all the way down, or pretty close to all the way down. Oh no, Shay. I hate that. Spent 15 minutes weeding and then she realized she didn't mirror. Okay, yeah, I saw the butterfly. I remember that now. That was very pretty. I know you felt like it didn't go quite all the way around enough. I thought it looked gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to peek at this, see if it's staying down. Here's got all these little mud pieces. They're individual pieces, but they're staying down. Let me move it where you can see it. And as you can see, it all came off. So I don't know what that was, unless it was just where it was starting to already release itself from the film, I assume. Now, the thing about DTF is it feels like kind of a printed vinyl until you do this next step. Do all the GP. A lot of people, oh my gosh, my husband, I should have brought him up here. He ordered these little ducks, and one was, I might have talked about them a week ago. He ordered 3. I didn't know what he ordered. He ordered 3 of a duck that is inside the mouth of a whale. He ordered a Sonic the Hedgehog duck, and then he ordered 2 more that my sister picked up in Wichita at the store because they weren't available online. And one of them was from Despicable Me, and I can't remember what the other one was. But yep, they do. Now this one though, I got this from 755 Media. She sent me this one. And then my husband has a bunch of them downstairs. Okay, so the next step that you want to do is press. Maybe I should just press her. Oh, Karen, you did it too. Forgot to. Yeah, we've all done it. All of us, I'm sure. I forgot to mirror my DTF before. Okay, so the next thing that you want to do so that it doesn't feel like printable vinyl that's just kind of sitting on top, if you are paying for these, like Delonda has her package through, it's not 1439. Who is it, Delonda? Delonda, you want to put your link in there? where you can order DTF transfers, which for most people is going to be, that's going to make more sense than buying your own printer. But if you have a t-shirt business and you want to make your own designs and your own prints, then having a printer is nice. But the first ones I ever did, somebody gifted me. I don't know if you guys remember Big Boy Prince, but he had a friend of his, these Tees and Things, send me some DTF prints, and I was in love. Okay, so this next thing that I'm doing that will make it not feel so slippery, and it'll take away a little bit of the sheen. There's really not much sheen. I'll show you close up on the next one I do. But you put a piece of parchment paper over it and you repress it. I've used this parchment paper lots and lots and lots of times. And so I'm going to put the parchment paper over it. And we're just going to press that 10 more seconds. Oh, I didn't get to see Angel Bee's thing because I saw that it was coming on at 5:45 because I was up here getting ready. Okay, Atlanta vinyl. Can I stay on all night? Oh, Patrice. I'm probably going to be on longer than I had planned because I've already been on 45 minutes. And what have I done? I haven't even finished one shirt yet. I showed you some hats. And see, it comes right off. And I'm doing one shirt. All right, so now that's really hot. And if you see these where it looks like there's ink missing, it's a distressed font. So it's supposed to look like that. But now that this doesn't feel slippery at all. I can barely feel that it's on there. Barely. I really, really love DTF prints. So check out Atlanta vinyl. I think that's what she said. Let me go back. Atlanta vinyl. Delonda, do you have a discount code and a link where people could order that? Or order some? Okay, so here it is. Now, some people will put something between the shirt, the two parts of the shirt. I've never had it stick. I maybe have had it where it slightly, there was a slight, I barely had to pull up on it. I've never had an issue. And there we go. Now, I have the small printer, but I maximized how large I can make this. And I was really happy that it came out. I think that's, if I get it on straight here, I think it's big enough. I really do. And this is a large shirt. Okay, so it turned out nice. It feels really nice. What I do like to do, if I'm going to give you this piece of advice, take it or throw it out the window. If you order DTF prints, I firmly believe that they feel better if you have a lot of, I guess I would call it white space. If you have a lot of gaps between the parts of your image, what I wouldn't do is put like a big rectangle picture where there's ink all over the whole thing. I like there to be pieces of the shirt showing through. I just feel like it has a better feel, or a better hand, as some people say. So I love it. Love it, love it, love it. We'll do one more and then we'll do the bling because I know you guys would rather do bling than DTF. All right, let's see. So, Shay, this is the way the coffee mug is supposed to be, but my image is upside down. So I just leave it on my shelf like that. And I also didn't get close enough to the handle, but we all do things like that. Renee, you order yours. Okay, what did Nell ask? Just those with the Wrangler version. All right. Hey, Viola Floyd, Mama V. Violet, is it pronounced Mama V or Mama Vi? Because since it's Viola, it might be Mama Vi. Let us know. Number one, we're going back to the optometry thing. Number one is Mama V. Number two, so everybody remember what number two was. The name number two. Is it Mama Vi? One or two? And Patrice, no, but I'll be on longer than I expect it to. Oh, I want to try some UV DTF stickers. Really, really want to. I'm waiting for someone in Wrangler to have Petty on Petty on my chair can give me a duck. Now you send me your address and a picture of yours, and I'll send you a duck. So apparently the house that DeLonda wants Patrice to live in, somebody bought it, but maybe it didn't work out. Oh. Let's see. Oh, Patrice says, lucky me. Oh, Rebecca, have you ordered the DTF prints or the UV DTF stickers? That's good, Karen. So, right, Patrice, when I'm done, you come on and we'll keep you company. Okay, so Patrice is telling me it's number two. And let's see. There you go. Felicia's also saying she would keep you company. I'd keep you company. I like it with the second press, too. Way better. Thanks, Yvonne. Thanks, Tish. Thanks, Kelly. Yes. Okay, a 1996 Jeep Wrangler that he's restored. Ooh, nice. Danny, email me. Thanks, Tracy. Niall, where are you going to move? Where are you moving from? Where are you moving to? Just state-wise. I'm not trying to get in your business, just state-wise. Yeah, Patrice, you can come on while I bling. You can bling with me. She's probably working. Oh, my goodness, Patrice. Okay, just give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. She's probably working and she probably doesn't want to come on. And I understand that. She's on a lot, very, very busy. She's trying to do her own projects. Okay, I'm not even going to get. I'm not going to find the link because I know that you're just playing. Okay, just arrived at your family's house. Glad you're there, Gail. Okay. Shay Shay's going to recut while we're on live. But now I have been feeling better. I have been feeling better. I was whining to Patrice. Was that just yesterday? Okay, so Mama Vi, which is the number two. Mama Vi. I've been calling you Mama V. So Mama Vi. Thank you, DeLonda. Okay, so if you're interested in what DeLonda has, and DeLonda, can they buy anything and use your code, or does it just have to be the 4th of July things? Whoops. I think Jesse's saying that Patrice is lying. She's not lying. I really didn't invite her tonight because we were on yesterday and I don't want her to feel like, oh, I got to go on. Uh-oh. So Mama 5. Okay. I should send it weekly. I should just send it to Dimps, Patrice, DeLonda, Eve. Just a standing date. If you want to come on, I'm going to be on. I'll answer. I understand that. I'll answer to anything almost. Okay, so the next design that I'm doing, which I won't do it because it's the same colors, except that it's on a kind of light stone gray shirt. Okay, here's what's funny is when Tim and I were in, hopefully he's not listening. I think he's outside helping Jean on the Jeep. But when Tim and I were in the store picking out our shirts, Tim picked up this shirt. And I was like, well, if you like a shirt that just looks like it's supposed to be white, but it's dingy, it's okay. And then Jean and Tina came over, and Jean had that shirt. It was like, oh, great. And what's funny is Tina kind of thought the same thing. She thought it would get dirty and dingy. But the design looks great on it. The colors look great on it. See? They really do. So maybe I should go back and get Tim this shirt. Okay, but since you've already seen this color design, I'm going to set it aside. Give me just a minute to get around all the stuff in this room. So I can set it down on a flat surface, which I barely have any available flat working surface. We're crafters. You guys all know this. Oh, no. Oh, so Tim's Jeep is actually a Gladiator. Mine's your good old fashioned, but it's 4-door Wrangler JC, I think, or CJ. Is it CJ or JC? YJ, why not? That's cute. Oh, so sad. Oh, I made you sad that you'll be Skyping with them all night, or you're so sad that you'll be Skyping with them all night so you can't come on. Yep, dingy. That's what I told him. So are you able to get the discount Spelling the Diversity with her code, even if it's not that 4th of July bundle? Inquiring minds want to know. Yeah, that's true. It could be dingy because it has tire tracks on. Hi, Greg. Welcome. Okay, Shay has a Cherokee. They used to be CJ. Okay. Wrangler. I don't know what mine is. Oh no, Patrice is taking her printer apart. Hey, Miss Mimi. Yeah, I was commiserating the other day. Okay, so yes, you can use it on anything. I was commiserating with her the other day because my Pro-Colored printer has these lights flashing. I can still get it to print, but I'm trying to figure out what it is, and I was waiting on them to come on, and then they went to lunch, which was like midnight our time. I was like, okay, I'll do this some other day. I can still get it to print. Okay, second shirt we're gonna do, and then we're gonna bling, is this color. So the next two shirts are gonna use the same color of print, but they're two different colors of shirts, and I had them pick out all these colors. So Jean's shirt is going to be this green with a gold letters. And then Tina's shirt is going to be kind of maroon with gold letters. And the reason she went with gold is our high school's colors are maroon and gold. And so she thought, well, I can wear it on the trip, but it also is the local colors. Hey, Linda Gray. So we'll do this shirt, and then we'll move on to some bling. The other thing, I think I told you earlier that I would let you know what these little things are. So at this end, I have teeny tiny versions of my design. The reason I do that is, as it's printing out, sometimes because the white ink is a little thicker, sometimes it takes that white ink a little bit more time to start flowing well. And so I put something Boy, I'm really shiny on camera. I put something really small at the top so that white starts flowing. And I accidentally bent my design, but it's going to be fine. But you see there's a white layer of ink on the bottom, and that's what makes it stand out on the shirt. So let's go ahead and pre-press this one, and then I'll pre-press to find that line down the center. All of a sudden I started thinking of, because Delonda was showing all these different ways to try to get puff vinyl to work last night. What works, what doesn't, what presses work, what's the best, what's not good, blah, blah, blah. And she was really grunting and groaning trying to get her Cricut Easy Rest to work. Okay, let's see. You know, would it be helpful to fold half where you cut? The only reason it wouldn't, Tracy, is because the image, when I print them, the image isn't in the center of the film. Otherwise, that would be great. Maybe I should start figuring out how to get it exactly in the middle. I'm not the best with the Pro-Colored software. I know basically how to get my design in there. I see a picture of my paper, and I just make sure it's within the bounds of that paper. But I don't know. I don't know of a way to get it exactly in the center, but I should look into that because that's a really great idea. All right, let's go ahead. Find the center of this one. So T. Johnson is Tracy Johnson. She is who I saw cut apart her HTV mat when I started looking into why is this mat not working very well for me. She just cut it apart, showed us the inside, and oh my, it was all broken down and lumpy. And mine did the same thing. Okay, so because I'm a little weird about these things, 10.5 to the center. Perfect, 10.5 to the center. Okay, so we're gonna rely on that. And I'm gonna try and do a better job this time. Let me see if you can, I want you to be able to see too. Let's see. So Stephanie, this design is made by Demps Designs, and if anyone that has a wrench by their name could drop Demps Designs Etsy shop into the chat. This is a beautiful design. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to line up the words at the bottom, that side, those come together. My 9 out of 10, oops, that's why it's off. I didn't pull hard enough. Okay, so once again, I'm going to put a crease, but not where the ink is. Okay, I have a crease on the top and bottom. Theoretically, that should be perfect because I now know the center of my design and I know the center of my shirt. Hey, Rosetta Cobb. So I made sure it showed up this time. That looks good. I'm going to go ahead and get my little t-shirt guide out. Try to move my, I have so much stuff on here. I can't move this because I have the stand that holds this over here on the right. I think I need a bigger work surface. Okay. Get it to where it's really where it should be. And it's showing me that my shirt or my design needs to go up. Center, center. So I just pull that out. That should be lined up great. But y'all know I'm not going to rely on it. I'm going to use my ruler. and check it. Thanks, Delonda. Thanks, Patrice. Now, since I really kind of mangled my design or my transfer before I even got started, I'll make sure it's nice and flat. Measure to the side to the word. We're at about 6.5. I think that's what we were last time, so it should be pretty good. Close. Pretty darn close. Do I have it too high on the shirt, guys? Or do I have it just right? I think it's fine. It's supposed to be 3 inches down. It's a little less than 3. There. It is a little less than 3 inches down. Is this too high? Should I move it down? No, I think that's pretty good. What do you guys think? Hey, Void Apparel. Oh, good, Stephanie. I'm glad you got it. Dimps will be very happy. Okay, so Niall, yep, it's okay, or yep, I should move it down. Jessie says should be good. Looks good. Okay, we're going with looks good. I really like the color of the shirt. I do too, D. This is another Bella Canvas shirt. This is a heathered shirt, so where it's kind of has some gray threads in there also. I love the heathered shirts. Amanda Delonda likes it on the belly. 3. Okay, it's 3 fingers. I could move it down just a little, Niall, but I think I'm going to leave it there. Because I'm such a weirdo about getting things straight. And if I move it down, I got to go through that whole rigmarole. Hey, who used that word? Who used that word on their live? And they were laughing about it. Patrice, was that you? Who was that? Might have been Angel B. I don't know. Okay, hopefully this time it doesn't freak me out by having part of it detaching from the film when I get it off. It did it again. That is so weird. So weird. And what's funny is it's kind of where the white and the black are coming together here. You see that right there? But I think it's just where the ink is peeling itself. There it is. I think that's where the ink is stuck to the shirt, but the film is lifting. You think it might have been Eve's? It could have been. Somebody just lately said the word rigmarole. Directly on the belly. I did one shirt with embroidery that was down maybe 4.5 inches. Like, oh, I can't even wear this now. I didn't hoop it well. The belly shirts, yep. All right, we're going to check this out. Then we're going to move on to bling. Bling, bling. Patrice, you on with Pro Colored already, or are you coming on with me? At the Viva Wholesale, heathered shirts cost more. Huh. Okay. Oh, you can't really see the brown on this shirt. Oh. I didn't think about that. Well, if she hates it, I'll wear it because I have this same color shirt. Okay, you know how I misplace things. Where did I put my... Where did I put... There it is. My parchment paper. Found it. Oh, Patrice. Yeah. So before the guy went to lunch, he had me taking video and stuff. They all have a P before their name too. See, P1. I've worked with P10. Yeah, it's going to have to be good. Like dried mud, that's right. Thanks, Stolanda. Let's see. I think I actually looks like dirt tracks. Tracks looks good. Thank you, Renee. Okay, go ahead and settle this into the shirt. I think it looks fine. You can tell my voice I really don't love it, but it's fine. Fine, fine, fine. Thanks, Amanda. So this one, Amanda's the one that I was saying is Demp's Design. And I rarely ever use cyan stones because they're very dark red, but on this red heathered shirt, I thought they'd look great as the shadow. So I used, I can't tell if that's crystal or Labrador. Labrador, of course. So the inside of the word pray is Labrador. The shadow is cyan. If you want more of a red, light cyan or candy apple red. And then I used silver cyan metallites on the words before you lay. All right, here it is. Once again, feels nice, looks nice, other than the dirt that you can't see. Now, when you're doing DTF, I want to point this out. When you're doing DTF, because there's a white layer on the back, sometimes you can barely see a little bit of white peeking out from the colors. Can anybody see a tiny bit of white right there? I see a tiny bit of white right here where the black meets the maroon. But it's very slight. If your settings are right, it's very slight. Oh, does the buy-in open today? Darn it, darn it, darn it. I think it might. I think it does. Where's my magnet? I lost my, oh, there it is. I lost my magnet. What's today? June 27th. The buy-in open today. So exciting. So if anyone wants me to show any colors I have, Stevie Wonder to the white. If anyone wants to see any colors that I might have, because you're wanting to do the buy-in, let me know. But here we go. I'm going to go ahead. You know I love being big on the camera. Whoops, wrong side. There it is. Other than that mud issue, okay, here's where you can see a little bit funky, a little bit of white under the brown. Oh, sorry. See a little bit of white peeking out from under that brown? So it's not perfect, but it's very nice. And when you're standing even this far away, it's good. Thanks, Dee. The mud's fine. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and bling. Bling time. I think I'll go ahead and pre-press my shirt so I won't forget. You didn't see it? Looks very authentic. Thank you, Monique. Thank you, Martha. Thanks, Niall. Thank you, everyone. I like that. This is a good one. This is a really good one. It's part of the design. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And, you know, sometimes we, as crafters, we just pick at our own things. Like I did some engraved tumblers, and there was this one little thing where I just did something stupid with the laser, and I thought it was pausing it, and it didn't pause it. Anyway, I did something stupid, and I had this one little thing out of place, and I was like ready to redo it, and I was showing the guy that I was doing these for. I did several, and the first one was the only one I messed up. And he's like, "There's nothing wrong with that. It kind of blended in with the design." So I think we are definitely we're harder on our own stuff. Oh, Gail got the stones from the last buy-in. Hey, Petra. Thank you. All right. So if you weren't here at the beginning, we were doing 3 things. The first thing we were doing is we looked at some hats from Temu that showed up today. Very inexpensive. In the low $3 mostly. And I like to do hats. I wear hats a lot in the Jeep. So I like to do hats. And then we were going to do some DTF, and now we're going to do a little bit of bling. It's not going to be super gorgeous bling. It's just a shirt for a friend of mine. Yeah, Tracy, it did bother me. Don't have your email address. Okay, so it's in the About Me or About You section of YouTube, but it's real easy, Danny. It's just makingwithmarilyn@gmail.com. Okay. It is a Bigfoot template. So Donzel, I made this, gosh, probably at least a year ago, and it's pretty darn cute. Okay, I'm going to turn the air conditioner on just a little bit. I'll be right back. Alrighty. So I am going to put it on this heather green shirt. It's kind of a greenish gray. And I'm going to use coffee colored stones. Delonda, did you get coffee colored stones? I think you were looking for them one night. Amanda, that was me. I was ready to do it over. But it was kind of by the nose of the K-State Wildcat, and it almost looked like it really did belong there. And he was like, "Don't redo that. That looks great." Okay. Yep, got to do the Bigfoot bling. So this one is in my shop, which I do have. I think I have it linked under the video. And put these beautiful coffee stones. So they're similar to topaz, but they have a little more orange in them. And I was looking at about 4 different colors: light topaz, smoke topaz, this. Seems like I was looking at one other color. And I just thought this would stand out and be really pretty. Okay, would I call that click? Okay, Gail, are you talking about the shirt that I did that I was calling dingy? You might, maybe, you might be behind. I'm not sure. Okay, you think you have coffee color. Renee, you just got coffee and Labrador yesterday. Do you love those Labrador? Tell me. They are beautiful. Love the topaz stones. I do too. Very, very, very pretty. I even have like a, I think it's topaz AB. That's gorgeous. And a champagne AB. Okay. I forgot I was blinging. Forgot to get out my tools. I forgot to get out my transfer tape. Oh, this greenish gray one. Okay, you're not behind. Yeah, it's close to that. I would maybe call it moss green. You will love them when you get there. I used to own the football template string. Yes, I used it. That's how I started using it. Is I have a football template that I made, and I used it, and it was so perfect for the football. And you guys, you know, football season's going to be here before we know it. So if you want to make football shirts, like with the true football on it, not just the name of your team, but if you want to make any shirts with footballs on them, I really, really think this is a perfect color. So let's see, the buy-in's going on now. When does it end? Ends July 7th. And so you get them around the 1st of August or so. And football games are going to start in late August or early September. So if you want to try to sell some football shirts, you might think about ordering this. It's gorgeous for other things as well, but it's perfect for football. D, when she first started having Labrador, I kept wanting to call it, I think, Labradite, because it made me think Labrador, I think of a dog, and Labradite sounds like a stone, you know. I think that's what I was accidentally calling it, was Labradite. So some people brush and brush till they get all the stones to fall in with the brush. I don't. I brushed a lot more there than I usually do, because I don't mind hand placing a smallish number of stones. Your football's a little flattened out. I know it's hard to tell the color on here, but I wish this camera showed better than it does. Okay. Let's start cleaning this up. And Jesse's in here, so I know he'll keep me straight. We're going to start up by the head. And this is a easy one to brush in because it's just all one color. Okay, why is my thing so sticky? Okay, so probably most of you have done bling, but if I have somebody new in the chat that's new to bling, you brush those stones in, and then you start looking for holes that don't have stones in them. So for example, you're looking really, really nice. So here's a hole without a stone. There's one, there's one. What I like to do is I like to look for extra stones and just move them to the blank places. Well, those aren't together. I don't know why I did that. Something's going on with my little wax tool. Or it's just me, but it seems like it's being really, really sticky. Okay, I see quite a few extra stones up here. Where was it? Well, I just took one out that I didn't need to take out. Okay, let me go ahead and deal with my heat press just for a second. I'm doing 350 for 15 seconds. 350 is what's recommended on the packaging. You can do 12 seconds. I like to do 15. And what Eve has said before is if you have a material like canvas, it takes a little bit longer to get it to stick to, maybe because it's just not so soft and smooth. What she has said is you can do it for longer. So you can press them for longer, but don't increase the heat. Increasing the heat decreases the integrity of, oh, you guys can't see my face, decreases the integrity of the adhesive on the back. All right, let's see if Jesse's telling me anything yet. Looks like 3 extra stones right now. Okay. Okay, so I already got them. And so like Eve and Patrice, I think Jolanda does it too, they gently rub their finger over. I can't do that. I'm not gentle. I'm heavy-handed. My hands are sweaty. And so I just cause more problems. So what I do is I just kind of look at it all, and then sometimes I will even, like this is a C of coffee. Sometimes I'll even get down kind of even to it and look for high places. I think that looks, oh, I found one. I thought it looked pretty good. I'm gonna leave that like that for a minute while I clean up these stones. If anybody sees something weird, sometimes it's just the glare of the lights in the camera. Can't see on top of the head. Let's go ahead and move up to that. So there's the top of him. His head angles in there, so that's not a missing stone. And then Eve sells these types of scoops also. She has these really pretty ones right now. This one I got at the Dollar Tree, but it doesn't say anything on it or have a really cute color or anything. I got it before she started selling them. So what I'm doing is I just have it under my mat and I'm brushing off the excess stones. And hopefully I don't regret doing that. I have so many extra stones because I said I was heavy-handed. It's not just rubbing stones that I'm heavy-handed. I eat fast, I drink fast. I don't know how that relates to heavy-handed, but for some reason it came to my mind and I said it. All right, anybody see anything? Jesse said looks good. Okay, I'm gonna find, I think, some new transfer tape because this is a big design with a lot of stones. I want my transfer tape to be really nice and sticky because your transfers get heavy when you have a lot of stones on them. So now, one thing that Dempsey said she does is she figures out the size she needs and she cuts it before she lays the stones down. That's really, really smart because you don't want to have a whole lot of extra. If you have it going off your flock very much, then you're tugging at it to lift it, and that's when you can have some stones go flying. Hey Reba, welcome in. And you guys, if my air conditioning gets too loud, let me know. Hey Carol DeLong. I notice in some people's lives, they sound so smooth. They sound really, really nice. And then I listen to a little bit of mine and I sound like I'm in a tin can. I feel like I need something better during lives. Gail, you do it like Dims talks about. That is smart. Oh, Carol, that sounds difficult. Okay, I don't know why. You know, I do this all the time. Why all of a sudden am I getting nervous? I think it's because there's so many stones on here. All right, we're just going to plop this down. There we go. And then I'm going to make contact with all the stones so that hopefully when I lift up the tape, the stones lift up. And I have a little bit of my backing right there. And then I got transfer tape off the top. So I'll just be kind of careful. And then you want to make sure that you don't let two of the back sides of your transfer come together, which I did when I started blinging. So like part of the back touched another part of the black, and it was of the back, and it was all over. It was bad. All right, my press is up to temperature. Remember, I already pre-pressed my shirt to remove moisture. Let's move my stones so I don't accidentally knock those over. Move that. Okay. So this one, I'll go ahead and find the center of the shirt on it. Bigfoot's not very symmetrical, and so I kind of like asymmetrical, I guess that's the right phrase, designs that aren't super straight. Because when they're not super straight, you don't have to, there is no side seam on this shirt. I see the side seam of the sleeves coming down. So that makes it a little difficult. But what was I saying? Oh, designs that aren't super straight, you don't have to worry about them as much. All right. Patrice, you getting any help? Everybody still with me? Did they fall asleep yet? Bueller, Bueller. All right, put this aside. Okay, I was looking for this today because I thought, okay, when I used to use glitter cardstock, if I had cut this on glitter cardstock, I was going to cut it on flock, and I found it. It was, you know how sometimes people say, I found something in the last place I looked? Well, of course you did. I found this in the bottom of my last stack of templates. I have two big stack of templates. Went through the first one, went all the way through the last one. This was on the very bottom. I was afraid I lost it. Okay, so we have that center line. Let's go ahead, get my little ruler thingy so I can come down about the right distance. Now this is kind of a tall design, so maybe that'll alter the 3-inch rule a little bit because his head's kind of little at the top, so maybe I'll shove it up a little bit compared to usual. And it looks like I didn't get the center very well, or the shirt's just not made very well because it's not really coming together. All right, this is heavy for a rhinestone sheet because there's so many rhinestones on the one sheet. So let's see. I am going to have it up a little bit higher because, yeah, he's angled too much. But rather than take him off that t-shirt guide, I'm just going to move the t-shirt guide. So let's, without really putting a lot of pressure on the stones, I'm going to straighten them up a little bit. Straighten up, Bigfoot. Okay, that is way too low. What in the world was I thinking? You don't want to drag your templates or your rhinestones over your shirts too much either, because it will pop them off. Okay, my shirt now has wrinkles in it. When I did that center thing, I've got to take those wrinkles out. Or I'm going to have a wrinkle under a, see these wrinkles here? I have a wrinkle there, wrinkles there. I don't want those. So let me press this one more time. I got that ruler. I picked it out, but my daughter gave it to me for Christmas one year from Amazon. And it was really inexpensive. They have quite a few of them. This one is acrylic. It's not the real flexible ones. And I can look for it after the live Bonetta. I can put it in the video description if you're interested. Okay. Oh, Carol, hope you have a nice evening at work. Okay. Let's go back up here. Again, I am putting Bigfoot higher than you typically would because he's so tall. Yep, there's my husband talking to Jean. He told me Jean was coming over. They were going to do something. And I said, well, two good things. There's a vehicle in the garage that you can't move right now, so they can't work in the garage. And the second thing is, Tim, you're so quiet. We'll never hear you. He is not. He's very loud. Very, very loud. Okay, Bigfoot, I feel like you're leaning a little bit too much. So I'm going to adjust him a little bit, and then I'm going for it. He is closer than 3 inches up here. I don't care. My friend's not going to care. But I have to lean him back a little bit more. I can't stand that. And he's going to look off-centered, probably because his head isn't the center of the design. Okay, let me look at this for a second. I still have some wrinkles. I think if I fix this one wrinkle over here, which I think that wrinkle is just from me dragging that tape. I don't really care about this wrinkle as much because it's not where stones are going, but okay, I think I have it. Yeah, it is a very tall design. Hard for you to see in the camera, but there he is. I'm not super thrilled. I feel like he's not really centered. He's centered enough. He is centered enough. He's walking. He walked out of the center. Okay, Bonetta, I sure will. I'll do that as soon as I get off here. Hey, Sharon Davenport, you must have come in. Oh, that's right. Yes. You're down there with Eve. That's one of the people I was talking about. So earlier I said the bling fling. It's kind of caters for beginners, but I know a couple of people are going to be there that are definitely not beginners. And Sharon was one of them. And I kind of think Sheila Cushenberry is down there. Sharon, is Sheila Cushenberry there? I haven't seen Sheila much lately. I think I saw her in Eve's chat, but I haven't really seen her in a lot of the chats that I used to see her in. So hopefully she's okay. Okay, thanks, Bonetta. All righty. Time to show off Bigfoot. Now, when you put this hot stuff down on a cutting mat, it makes it get warped. So let me let it cool off a little bit. You can see right here it's already warped from me putting hot stuff in there. But it is what it is. Okay. Bigfoot, you look so nice. So nice. Again, not a beautiful colors, not a gorgeous, beautiful design. But if you're a Bigfoot fan, it's pretty cute. And maybe it would have been better, like I did mine, I think, on a black shirt. And really, you know, everything pops on a black shirt. So maybe black shirt, it would have popped more. Or a lighter shirt, it would have popped more. But this looks pretty good. I think her husband's going to love it, and she'll get a big kick out of it. So if you're a Bigfoot fan, it's in my store. There's one cool. Thank you, Dee. All right. Well, I think we've done what I set out to do. I wanted to show you the hats for anybody. Let me show you my favorite one. Let's see. I have a turquoise, one that's called red, one that's kind of a rust orange, two that are hot pink, and then I got two of these. I think I might have missed one. But look at this. Isn't that so cute? I just ordered these off of Temu, and they came today. So I showed off my hats. I did 2 DTF shirts, and I did my Bigfoot shirt. So I think we're good. Thank you. Thanks, Tracy. All right. Thank you guys for being here tonight. Feels so good. Feels so good to be here. Let me think. Tomorrow, Friday, Patrice will be on. Delonda, are you and Patrice? She's probably on with Pro Colored right now. Are you and Patrice Saturday or Sunday this week? I know that Patrice is teaching a bling class on Sunday. Let me see if I can get a link to her bling class. Thank you, guys. So if you're interested in learning how to do designs, And if you have some silhouette studio knowledge, she does have bling classes. Okay, so here's a link to the one she has this weekend. And it is Sunday. Let's see if Delonda says when they're going to do So Good. So, Patrice tomorrow night. Delonda and Patrice, So Good, either Saturday, Sunday. Patrice has a bling class Sunday. How long is the buy-in? The buy-in goes through July 7th this month. So it started today and it goes through July 7th. And if you want to have coffee-colored stones for your football shirts in time for the start of football season, I'd go ahead and order them in this buy-in. Hi, Michelle Brown. Let's see. Then Monday, Angel B has said that some Mondays she's going to come on during the afternoon because her son is very busy with baseball on Monday nights a lot of the time. So Good Sunday at 6 p.m. Okay, so Patrice going to teach a class, and she and Delonda are coming on at 6 p.m. Is that Central Time, Delonda? And then I think they then, get off. Oh, I don't know if Eve's coming on this Sunday night. She might go live from where she is, but if she does, she probably won't be doing a whole lot of crafty stuff. So that gets us back to Tuesday. Patrice comes on a lot of Tuesdays. Delonda has a lot of premieres on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Back to Romeo Wednesday, Thursday, Patch Hat Crew, and then me, and the whole week's just taken up right there. Eve said no, she's not coming on. Okay, so I'll bet So Good will probably go past on the computer. Oh, you ran. I do that sometimes too, Patrice. I'll hear my name and I'm like, okay, I gotta see what I need to do. I'm listening the whole time, but I might be washing dishes or trying to cook. Coffee color. Coffee color is excellent for a football. I wish I had my football shirt up here. I have a video where I did it. Coffee color stones, perfect for footballs. And Delonda was saying that's what she used on hers too. Yes, Tiana, my hair's on. I just look sweaty because I got sweaty before I turned it on. You made your first patch tonight. That's awesome. Can you hear my air conditioner, Tiana? Oh, Karen D. Patrice, Karen D wants to know if you're coming on now to have us all keep you company. Looking forward to Couch Nights. All right. I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to finish my last two DTF shirts. And, oh, how did I forget this? And then Patrice and I did Crafternoon. I showed off my little thing I made at the beginning. And we're going to do Crafternoon again next week. I'm not sure if it's going to be Monday or Wednesday, but we talked about Monday or Wednesday at 2 Central Time. Hey, Gigi Crafts. She wound up. That's hilarious. It'd be okay if you said I was. Y'all won't be able to see what I'm doing. We don't care, Patrice. Thanks, Renee. All right. You guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. What I was talking about at the beginning of the live, positive affirmations. I'm going to try to do better. If you need that, I hope you can too. I'm going to do some type of positive affirmation Tumblr. Maybe that'll be my next Tumblr video. And I'm going to try to talk nice to myself in the way that I talk to everybody else and not be so, don't be so down on myself. So thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you later on Patrice's channel while she's fixing her Pro Colored printer. Or not, but I'll see y'all later. Bye. Hope you guys